Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Dr. Lee, and actually, I'm from Penang. My hometown is Bukit Mataja, but now I'm staying in Johor, in the town called Kluang, and I actually run a tuition center here. Previously, I was a teacher in Johor High School. I was in the Chinese independent high schools for a number of years, and I started out this YouTube channel focusing on my own method of teaching. I call it Dr. Lee's method, and for this time now, I'm focusing on grammar, which is actually a very important part of English language, besides vocabulary and comprehension, listening skills, and speaking skills. So over this time, when I started off this YouTube channel, I actually used 3 languages, English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Mandarin, But I discovered that the market, the response, I would say, not so much the market, but the response for English and Mandarin was minimal. The response was not that good. So I started to focus on Bahasa Malaysia, because I discovered that the response was overwhelming, was very good. So I started, using Bahasa Malaysia to teach English grammar. And very recently, I discovered that there were some people who actually enjoy, this English version. From English to English, this grammar. They were very interested, and some of them have subscribed to my channel, and they even requested that I teach in English. So here I am, after 100 lessons or even more. Officially, I have done 100 lessons, focusing on, I can say, all aspects of grammar. And today you can see is lesson 101. Actually, it's not a lesson. Actually, it's a repetition of what I have taught. It's just that I have subscribers who still want me to do it one more time so that they can understand better. And also, I have finished writing a book on grammar, and should be sent to the printer, but because Malaysia now is we are facing this COVID-19 problem, and our government is trying its best to contain this disease. So the government has directed us to everyone to stop business, to avoid human contact, and so on. So as a result, my book is ready, but it can't be sent to the printers. I'm still waiting for our government to announce that everything is okay, and we are all fine and safe, and that's when I'll send the book for printing. And of course, you can buy if you want. And following the sales of my book, then I will be going up on YouTube again to discuss the questions which I have set in the book, and telling the students or those who have bought the book, we can discuss through this YouTube, right? So today is actually a repetition of agreement. In grammar, we call it agreement, and then it's based on the verb to be. Of course, the verb to be present tense, and is are, past tense, was, or will. Before you even try to do the exercises, the most important thing you have to do is to memorize this. We have to memorize. There's no other way. Now, normally, I wouldn't say normally, the basic requirement that you should know is grammar in terms of tenses, they evolve, they go round. 7 pronouns: I, you, we, they, he, she, it. So there are 7 pronouns: I, you, we, they, he, she, it. So 7 pronouns. Normally, I, you, we, they, one family. He, she, it, another family. But it so happens that was and were are very special. We use was for I. Normally I is here, is together with this family. But then, you know, for was and were is a little bit special. Where I, he, she, it belongs to this family, you, we, they belongs to this family. So first of all, you have to memorize this. You have to get it inside here before you can even think about this. Alright? The second step you should do is to know was and were, how we use, when we use. We use was and were when we are talking about a noun. For example, she was a clerk, it was whatever. She was a clerk means to say, in the past she was a clerk, but now she's something else. So we need to use was to show that, you know, like Malay say, ya lah, or Chinese we will say, 是, 她是一个文言. Dia ialah seorang kerani. BM and Chinese you can explain very easily. So we use was to describe a noun. We use was ing to show that it is a past continuous tense. It means in the past this action was happening, it didn't stop. Or actually we can use it, we can mention this as an active voice. And then she was scolded. She was scolded is used in the passive voice, done by someone else. She was busy. We also use was for adjective. So in front of an adjective, we should see was or were, am, is or are. And then these are the exercises that I just write out to discuss with you. If you had memorized this, then you will see that it's very easy to write the answers. Because he was, I was, you were, she was, they were, it was, we were, all from here. So when we fill in the answers, we are actually looking at the front. We are not looking at the back. So it's easy to fill in the answers. And then the next thing you should think about is, why did we use was? So we use was to show that this is a noun, engineer, a noun, manager. This is to show that it is in the passive voice. This is to show that it is the active or the past continuous tense, meaning to say it happened in the past. And same thing here, this is for adjective, set is an adjective, so in front of an adjective there should be am, is, are, was, were, or be, will be, shall be, can be, must be. And then it was sleeping, active voice, or you can call it the past continuous tense, it was happening in the past. And we were tired to show that it is an adjective, it's a describing a situation. And then here, Arif's father, he was. Bella, she was. The boy, he was. The boys, they were. Peter and I, we, so we use were. The cat, only one cat, it was. The cats, many cats, they were. That's all. So by looking at the front, you more or less know the answers because you have already memorized this. And then here, what do we use it for? We use was to describe something, a situation, adjective. Here we use was for a noun. Here we use was as the passive voice. Was asked, was taken, was done. Were studying, active, or we can call it the past continuous tense. It was happening sometime in the past. Were teachers as nouns. Was drinking milk as a past continuous tense, or rather used as an active voice. It was happening in the past. And here the cats were fed by. You can see the word by. When you see the word by, it means to say it is used in the passive voice. So that's how all there is to it. Using was and were is quite simple. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you like it, please like, please share and subscribe. Thank you very much for viewing my videos, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!